What's up, everyone? Welcome back to PokePlayLab_DBSHQ, your home for next-level Dragon Ball Supercard game content. Today, we're breaking down an absolute monster, the Android 17 Green deck. If you're looking for a build that applies early pressure, dominates the board, and punishes every single misplay your opponent makes, this is the one. Fast, calculated, relentless. In this video, I'm showing you how to fully unlock Android 17's true potential. The must-run cards that make this deck explosive and consistent. High-level strategies to stay ahead of the current meta. Pro-level tempo control tips to lock down opponents and close games fast. This isn't just a deck profile, it's a blueprint for stacking wins. And if you're a fellow content creator grinding in the DBS space, drop your YouTube link in the comments. Let's build the community together and level up as a squad. Make sure you tap into the community page to vote in polls, stay updated on upcoming content, and check out the announcements playlist for raffles, tournaments, and giveaways. If you'd like to support the channel, the Cash App link is on my page. Every bit of support helps keep the content coming, and I truly appreciate you all. Now don't just watch, be part of the movement. Smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and turn on notifications for elite DBS deck builds, meta breakdowns, and competitive gameplay. Lock in. Let's build the Android 17 Green deck and start catching Ws. Alright, let's kick things off with our leader, Android 17. He has the Android trait and comes in swinging at 15,000 power. He has two key abilities. When attacking, draw one card. Awaken. When your life drops to 4 or less, draw one card and flip this card over. Now once we awaken, he transforms into Android 17. This card gains 10,000 power. When attacking, draw one card. So now your leader is swinging for 30,000 power once you hit 6 energy, and still drawing a card every time it attacks. That's huge for hand control and consistency. And since we're running green, ramping and stabilizing our energy is something we can set up very quickly. Once we hit that 6 energy threshold, our leader becomes an absolute pressure machine, 30k swings while maintaining hand advantage. This is exactly the kind of value engine you want at the core of a competitive green build. Next up, we're running 4 copies of Android 18, Shish. She's a 1-cost battle card with the Android trait, sitting at 5,000 power and bringing 5,000 combo power, which already makes her solid early game value. But here's why she's so important in this build. On play, draw one card. Simple, efficient, effective. She replaces herself the moment she hits the board, which keeps our hands strong and our plays consistent. In a deck that wants to maintain pressure while controlling tempo, that extra draw matters. And don't overlook the Android trait. That synergy is going to become very important as we move deeper into the deck. She's not just early game filler, she's part of the bigger engine. This is exactly the type of card that keeps the deck flowing smoothly from turn 1. Next, we have 4 copies of Krillin, a level 2 Earthling with the Planet Namek trait, featuring 20,000 power and 5,000 combo power. Krillin comes with 2 solid abilities. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. When KO'd, add up to 1 card from your hand to your energy in rest mode. Krillin is a great support card for this deck. His first ability lets you pull a card from life, giving you more hand control, especially useful if your hand is running low. His second ability is the real value. When Krillin is KO'd, you can convert any card from your hand directly into energy, helping you ramp up energy quickly to bring out your bigger threats. And with 20,000 power, Krillin also puts pressure on your opponent's leader, forcing them to deal with him fast, before he creates even more value. Next up, we're running 4 copies of Android 18 with the Android trait. She's a 2-cost battle card swinging at 20,000 power with 5,000 combo power, which already makes her a serious early to mid-game threat. Now let's talk about her abilities. On play, draw 1 card, then discard 1 card. When attacking, if you have 6 or more energy, draw 1 card. That on-play effect is huge for hand control. You're cycling through your deck, filtering out what you don't need, and digging for your key pieces. It keeps the engine smooth and consistent. Then once you hit that 6 energy mark, which is very realistic in green, she turns into a value machine. Every attack replaces itself, keeping your hand stacked while applying pressure. And at 20,000 power for a 2-cost, she's not just utility, she's legitimate offense. She forces your opponent to respond while you continue building advantage. This card helps maintain tempo, sustain hand size, and keep constant pressure on the board. Exactly what this Android 17 Green build wants to do. Next up, we're running 4 copies of Android 17 with the Android trait. He's a 3-cost battle card coming in strong at 25,000 power with 5,000 combo power, already solid stats for his cost. But here's what makes him dangerous. Critical. When this card deals damage, your opponent's life goes straight to the drop area instead of their hand. That's huge. This means every successful swing denies your opponent resources. No extra cards, no added defense, just pure pressure. So now your opponent has a tough decision to make. Either waste combo power and resources to stop the attack, or take the hit and lose a life card permanently. That's exactly the kind of pressure this deck thrives on. He's not just an attacker, he's a resource denial tool that keeps your opponent on the back foot while you stay ahead. And in a deck built around tempo and control, that kind of pressure is deadly. Next up, we're running 2 copies of Android 18 with the Android trait. She's a 4-cost battle card with 20,000 power and 5,000 combo power, solid stats for a mid-game play. But here's where she really shines. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then play up to 1 Android 17 with a cost of 3 or less from your drop area. This is huge for momentum. First, you're grabbing a life, which can help you awaken if needed or just build hand advantage. Then you're immediately reviving a 3-cost or lower Android 17 from the drop. That means you're bringing back pressure without paying the full cost again. So whether it's your level 3 Android 17 with critical or another key target that's already done work earlier in the game, you're reloading the board instantly. This card keeps your engine running, recycles your threats, and maintains constant pressure on your opponent. In a grind game, that kind of recursion wins matches. Next up, we're running 4 copies of Android 17, Android 18 with the Android trait. This is a 4-cost battle card with 20,000 power and an impressive 10,000 combo power, making it extremely valuable both on the field and in your hand. Now let's talk about the ability. On play, place 2 cards from your energy into your drop area. If your leader is Android 17, you can add up to 3 cards with the Android trait from your drop area back to your energy. This effect is huge for this deck. You're essentially turning 2 energy into 3, which gives you a net gain of energy in a single turn. That means faster ramp, quicker access to your late-game plays, and more resources to control the pace of the match. And since this deck runs a large number of Android cards, you'll almost always have valid targets in the drop area to fuel this ability. So not only does this card help accelerate your energy, it also keeps the deck's engine running smoothly and pushes you toward that 6 energy power spike even faster. This is one of the key cards that helps the deck scale into the mid and late game. Next up, we're running 2 copies of Android 17 with the Android trait. This is a 4-cost battle card with 20,000 power and 5,000 combo power, giving us another solid mid-game attacker. Now let's break down the ability. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then play up to 1 Android 18 with a cost of 3 or less from your drop area. This effect is great for building momentum. First, you're taking a life card to your hand, which helps increase your resources and can also help you reach your awakened condition faster. Then you immediately get to revive an Android 18 from your drop area, putting another battle card right back onto the field. So with 1 card, you're potentially putting 2 bodies on the board, which helps you maintain pressure and expand your field presence. Just make sure you already have an Android 18 in your drop area before playing this card. That way you can fully maximize the on-play effect and get the most value out of it. When used correctly, this card helps reload the board and keeps the pressure on your opponent. Next up, we're running 3 copies of Turles. He's a level 5 battle card with the Saiyan, Turles Crusher Core trait. Coming in at 30,000 attack power and 5,000 combo power on defense. Turles has 2 strong abilities. First, he has critical, meaning when this card deals damage, that life goes straight to the drop area instead of the hand. Then on play, you can add up to 1 card with a cost of 3 or more from your drop area to your energy. This card is amazing for applying constant pressure to your opponent's leader, forcing them to burn resources so they don't lose life to critical. On top of that, his on-play effect helps us ramp energy by recycling a level 3 battle card from the drop. To our energy. Next up, we're running 2 copies of Son Gohan, Childhood. He's a level 5 battle card with the Saiyan, Earthling trait, coming in at 30,000 attack power and a 10,000 combo power on defense. On play, his ability lets you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 4 or less and it immediately. This card is an absolute must-have in the deck because the moment it hits the field, you're instantly removing one of your opponent's key battle cards and swinging the momentum in your favor. Next up, we have 4 copies of Android 17, Android 18, a level 6 Android card with a massive 40,000 attack power and 0 combo power. Ability 1 Double Strike. This card deals 2 damage instead of 1 when it attacks, putting serious pressure on your opponent's life total. Ability 2 On Play. When you play it, you can co-up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 3 or less, instantly clearing threats and regaining field control. This card is a powerhouse, huge attack, double strike pressure, and solid removal all in one. A must-have for closing out games and keeping your opponent's board in check. Next up, we're running 2 copies of Son Gohan, Childhood. He's a level 6 battle card with the Saiyan, Earthling trait, coming in at a solid 35,000 attack power and 5,000 combo power on defense. On play, his ability lets you add the top card of your deck to your life. This is a great card to have in the late game. By the time you're able to play him, you'll usually be sitting at around 3 to 4 life. And this effect lets you gain an extra life, giving you more survivability while applying serious pressure with his high attack power. Overall, it's a huge value card that helps you stabilize and close out games. Next, we're running 4 copies of Android 16 with the Android trait a level 7. He's got 15,000 attack power, 10,000 defense, and 2 key abilities. Super Combo. You can only include up to 4 Super Combo cards total in your deck. Auto. Opponent's turn. When you combo with this card from your hand, it gets 10,000 combo power, making it a 20,000 combo on defense. He got an auto ability that triggers on your opponent's turn. When you combo with this card from your hand, it gains 10,000 combo power, turning it into a 20,000 combo shield on defense. That's huge for surviving big pushes. The key tip here? Never waste your super combos for energy. Always hold them back to stop your opponent's biggest attacks and swing the momentum in your favor. Next up, we're running 2 copies of Broly, BR, a level 8 Saiyan with a powerful 45,000 attack and 2 solid abilities. On play, draw 1 card, then KO 1 of your opponent's battle cards. When attacking, once per turn, after this card attacks, switch it to active mode. This is one of the main boss cards of the deck. On play, you gain card advantage and remove a threat from your opponent's field. Then, with its restand ability, Broly gets to attack twice in a single turn, making it an explosive finisher and a major pressure tool. If you're looking for a heavy hitter that clears the field and keeps swinging, Broly, BR gets the job done. Next up, we're running 2 copies of Cell with the Android trait. This is a level 8 battle card coming in with a massive 45,000 power and 0 combo power. But trust me, this card isn't here for combo, it's here to end games. Let's break down the ability. On play, place 3 cards from your energy into your drop area, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, and KO them. Then, add the top card of your deck to your life. This effect is incredibly powerful. Not only are you clearing 2 threats off the board, completely shifting the momentum of the game, but you're also gaining a life card back, which can be huge in the late game. By the time you're reaching these later turns, every life point matters. That extra life can easily be the difference between surviving one more attack or losing the match. So this card does 3 huge things for us. Board control, massive 45k pressure, life recovery. That's why this is an absolute must-have finisher in this deck. When this card hits the field, it can completely swing the game in your favor. Next up, we have 2 copies Dr. Gero's Lab. This is a 3-cost extra card with the Android trait, and it's a field card, which means once you play it, it stays in your battle area until another field card replaces it. Now let's break down the ability, because this card is all about energy control and ramp. Activate main 6 energy, switch this card to rest mode. If your leader is Android 17, you can add up to 1 card with the Android trait from your drop area to your energy. So here's why this card is so valuable in the Android 17 green deck. Once you reach 6 energy, this field lets you recycle Android cards from your drop area and turn them directly into energy. That means cards you've already used, comboed with, or had KO'd are now becoming extra resources. In other words, your drop area becomes a fuel source for your energy ramp. This works perfectly with the deck because we run a lot of Android cards that naturally end up in the drop area throughout the game. With Dr. Gero's Lab, you're turning those cards into more energy, more plays, and more pressure. So instead of running out of resources in the late game, this card helps you keep scaling your energy and stay ahead of your opponent. In a grindy match, that kind of energy advantage can completely take over the game. Next, we have 4 copies of Earth Destroying Blow, a level 2 extra card with the android trait, and it's a solid all-around support card with 1 strong ability. Activate battle, choose your leader or 1 battle card and give it 25,000 power for the battle. Then, if you have 6 or more energy, you can look at the top card of your deck and either add it to your hand or place it in your energy in rest mode. This card shines in mid to late game. First, the 25k power boost makes it great for winning key battles or pushing through big attacks. Then, once you're at 6 energy, it becomes even more valuable by giving you a flexible draw. You either grab a useful card to keep the pressure going, or ramp up by adding it to your energy zone to help bring out your endgame brawly. This flexibility makes Earth Destroying Blow one of the most strategic tools in the deck. Next up, we're running 4 copies of Brother-Sister combination with the android trait. This is a 1-cost extra card, and it's a really strong defensive tool for the deck. Let's break down the ability. Activate, battle, opponent's turn. Choose your leader or up to 1 of your battle cards, and it gains 20,000 power for the battle. That alone makes this card extremely valuable. A sudden 20k power boost can completely shut down your opponent's attack and protect your key cards on the field. But the value doesn't stop there. If you have 15 or more cards in your drop area, you get an additional effect. You can add up to 1 card with a cost of 3 or more from your drop area to your energy in rest mode. So now this card is doing 2 things for us. Defending our leader or battle cards, helping us ramp our energy in the late game. Just remember, this card can only be used during your opponent's battle, so you always want to make sure you leave at least 1 energy open so you can activate it when needed. And once your drop area reaches 15 cards, this effect becomes even more powerful. You're turning cards from the drop area into extra energy, which helps set up your next turn and makes it easier to bring out your big late game threats. So overall, this card gives us defense, resource recovery, and extra energy ramp all in one. That's why it fits perfectly into this Android 17 green strategy. Thank you all so much for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, or if you just enjoyed the deck tech, make sure you smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Here on PokePlayLab_DBSHQ, we're all about bringing you elite Dragon Ball Super card game deck builds, strategies, and competitive insights to help you level up your game. And don't forget to check out the community page for polls, updates, tournaments, and giveaways. Until next time, keep testing, keep building, and keep catching those W's.
Don't forget to subscribe!